Hello. I am coming to you farm fresh. We just got home from the 127, brought everything down, fed our dogs, got everything situated upstairs. So I'm going to do a quick haul because we're going back. So we've been out since 7 this morning. It's like 90 degrees out there. Full sun pretty much everywhere we went. I was dying. No makeup left. I sweated that off within the first hour. That was gone. The hair, oh yeah, that just, I'm like, there's nothing I can do. We left the house at 7 this morning, so we got there at 8. Started the 127 and went south today. So down. I think we made it down to, what was the name of the town? It had a really weird name. But we made it further because we didn't really go to many of those pull-offs of the main. We just tried to stay on 127. Now tomorrow we're going to go north 127 and see how we do with that. I was so exhausted today. I'm like, my back hurt. I'm hot. It's like in and out of the car, in and out of the heat. I'm so glad that we had the air conditioner in the car because at least you could cool off a little bit. But from what they're telling me is we should be going to the 127, and it looks like you got a little bit of a sunburn, but we'll see. We should be going, hi Kate, next year on either Wednesday or Thursday. Don't wait till Friday because all the good stuff is gone by Friday. I mean, we did find some stuff today, but I feel like we would have really found some cool items yesterday. And we paid up for some items for sure. There were a lot of like collectors selling their stuff, and they had high prices on it. Like there was a paper mache pumpkin that I really wanted. He had it at 160 and it was a small one. And they were like, some of them were not negotiating. They'd be like, yeah, I've had people give me offers. I didn't even make an offer at that point once I hear that. But some of the items we paid up for because we want to bring you fun items. They'll be a little bit more pricey when we resell them because we paid up for them. But I think we've found some cool items. One item over there that I did not pull over here because it's too big is a 1900s. I think it's from 1910. It's got the metal plate. It's a cash register drawer. It's the bottom of a cash register. The bottom part is wood. It's got some wood on top that we need to pull off because it looks like it got wet and damaged, but there's wood underneath. So we're going to strip that wood off. It's got the metal plate on the front. It's a really cool piece, and I paid $10 for it. I can show it to you real quick, but it's one of my favorite things, so I'm excited to see what Gino can do with it. I'll show you. I'll walk it over and show it to you real quick. Kind of heavy and bulky, but it's from 1910, I believe. This is the side of it, and that is the plate there. The metal plate, and it's a drawer, cash register drawer. So I thought that would make a cool like riser for, you know, something on my shelf or wherever. If we get it cleaned up and Gino doesn't want to keep it, then we'll put it up on Marketplace or wherever. Hi, Clint. That's heavy. At one point today, we did get off track. We ended up on the street, and I don't even know what it was called, but we're driving for miles, and I'm like, I don't really remember this because this is our 3rd year doing this sale. And so he's like, hey, look, an antique store. And we're like, we never seen that before. So we pull in there, and the lady is going out of business. She's got a whole antique store. I only found one thing in there, but she's like, yeah, I'm usually a little busier on the 127 because people make a wrong turn and they end up here. And I was like, wrong turn? I was like, Gino, ask her if this is a 127. And he asked her. She's like, nope. We were like, I don't know how many miles off course. The chunk of the 127 I like to go to, we missed it. There's usually like a little places you remember that you go back to, and there was like a little town, the whole little port did a sale in the middle of like the town square. We missed that this year because we got off course somehow, but we got a lot further than we normally did because these side streets will say yard sale this way. There'll be like 5 signs pointing this way, and then you realize it's 10 miles down a dirt road. So we kind of stayed on path. If we could see that there was a sale kind of down the way a little bit, we would go. And if it had clothes and baby stuff, we kept going. So we got a lot further because we didn't get distracted with those. But I'm going to show you everything that I got today. Again, I did pay up for some of it. Some of it I got a great deal on. Some of it I don't even know what's in here, but I did buy this whole box of glass ornaments here. And the whole box was $4. And the reason I wanted it was for these two in particular that I saw. Now, if I can find them. And I don't know if there's more down in here. This one's got a little Christmassy dude in there. This one's got a little Christmassy lady. And then there was a couple of these in there. And the rest look like old glass ornaments. I mean, old stuff. Some of the balls, aren't in great condition. What is that? I didn't even notice. Look at that. It's a bird or something. Surprised that survived. So I bought that whole box for $4. Why not? I did also pick up a couple Crocs for myself because I recently purchased a stamp where you can stamp on the Crocs and put like potted meat or marmalade or, those fun stamps that they do. So I wanted to practice. So I got this one. It's got a handle. I didn't really want one with a handle, but this was the only thing I was finding, and it was only 10 bucks. It's got a couple chips on it, which is fine. So I'm going to try it. But then later on, I found this one for the same price. And this one's in pretty good condition. And there's no chips, no cracks. I paid $10 for this one. So I'm going to use my stamps on both of those and see how it goes. Then at another fun sale, garage sale, we picked up a whole box of old patterns for $2. And I think there's some fun ones in here. I know some people will use these for junk journaling and scrapbooking and stuff like that. There's some really fun patterns in here. I haven't gone through them all. I just kind of glanced in there. But I figured you could cut that apart and use them for your junk journals and stuff. This one, look at the classy ladies. So if you like patterns, I got a whole box of those. If nobody likes them, then I wasted $2. No biggie. I also bought a whole box of fruit label crate labels, can labels. You know what I'm talking about. I got a whole box of these. Let me show you. This is one of the bigger items here. So I think I'll probably sell these for like $1 a piece on the smaller ones, and the bigger ones, maybe $2. They're pretty fun though. And these are vintage labels. He's had them. He said he bought them from somebody who was going to use these in her kitchen as a border along the top. These are Loganberries, and these are old fruit labels. Then we've got the Somerset Petite Peas. These are great to use in your junk journaling, scrapbooking. These peas here, Tableland. These are really cool. I'm trying to sort. At one point, this box shifted in the cart and they all came out. So some of them got a little shifted around. So I'm just trying to put them back in somewhat of a order. And then I love the carrot. This is a crate label. Diced carrots. Those are cool. There's more of these sunset peas. There's a lot here. There are these Deer Valley peas. These have a really cool graphic on them. Look at those with the deer. We got some peaches. They're upside down. These all would have went on cans. We got some plums. Yeah, those are cool. I buy the weird stuff, people. Plums. This looks like a Beets one. These all got here. Okay, we got beets. Those are fun. More of the carrots. Just me. Am I the only one that likes this kind of stuff? Roof garden peas. Those are unique. And then these are big, like, crate labels. We've got the sliced beets, the purple plums, and the whole purple plums in the crate label. So those are fun for your, you could even, if you have old crate or something that you want to hook it to, that would be fun too. Let me see if I can get these back in here in a somewhat organized way. So if you're looking for fruit labels, crate labels, I think Gina was like, why did you buy it? I don't know. I thought they were cool. Cool graphics on them. All right, we got somewhat organized here. So if you're watching this back and you see something you're interested in, you can always message me or email me and I'll let you know, the price or if it's still available. I also picked up this rubber face Yogi the Bear. This is an old Knickerbocker toy. He's in pretty good condition. He may have had something where this might have been hooked there on his chest. But when you put his tie down, it covers it. He's missing a little notch out of his tie, but you could just cut the bottom off there and you wouldn't even be able to tell. So he's in pretty good condition for Yogi Bear. He stands up good too. Then they had, and I don't normally buy this, what is this called? Wedgwood. But I did pick up some Wedgwood pieces. I don't know if anybody collects this, but why not? We got, and these are need to be cleaned. This Wedgwood piece, it's like a club. We got the green Wedgwood. Is it called Jasperware, perhaps? This piece here. This must be an ashtray because it has the divots. And then the smaller one. We have black. I've never seen this color before, but I thought it was really pretty. It's like a pinky like terracotta, and they all marked Wedgwood on the back. then another blue one. So if anybody collects Wedgwood, like littles, I did pick up some of those for funsies. Let me move this so I can have room. Just that stuff. You're gonna go over here, buddy. There you go. You're going in there. Why not? Lately, I've really been into primitives. Everyone's just hanging out. That's okay. So I've been picking up Crocs when I see them and other stuff too. I don't know why. I just am drawn to it. I grabbed some books. We've got a Tommy and Timmy. This is a flocked book in pretty good condition, actually. It's got the flocking on the cover of the little tigers. This is Bushy Tail and Hazel Squirrel. They had a really good deal on their books. And this one is from... I love the graphics in here. This has got to be early 1900s. I'm not sure the year. I don't see a date on it. But great graphics in this little book. And When Little Thoughts Go Rhyming. But wait till you see the other book I have here. It's pretty amazing. This one had really cool graphics in it. In color and black and white. And then All About Storybook. This one had some interesting illustrations in it. Some Black Americana. I think Peter Rabbit's in here. So I got that one. This one obviously got wet. I mean, some of their books were like 10 cents. So I picked it up because I loved some of the illustrations in there. The outside got wet, but this came from an old grocery store or department store. $19.59 on this one, Grant's department store. I picked up a Frosty the Snowman sheet music. That's great at Christmas time to frame up. We got Wink and Blink and a Nod. It's like one of those linen books. The cover has some damage to it, but inside is pretty nice. You got a little tear here on the cover. A Picture Sounding Rhymes book. Looks like it has some damage to the spine on it, but again, it was like 10 cents or something like that. This book here I paid up for a bit, but it is the graphic. It's all about the cover. The inside isn't that great. Do we know a year on this? 1900. This is from 1900. Reminded me of like a Palmer Cox style. It's Toyland sketches and pictures. Look at this illustration on the front. Ooh! Some of the paper came out. Yeah, the inside is not. The inside's crumbly. It's so old. But look at the cover. I love the alligator. I thought that was really cool. We got a box of hairpins here. The DeLong hairpins, and they are in here. 3 different colors on those. A little bit of damage to the box up here. Awesome. I grabbed a needle book. Haven't seen this one before. Needles in there. Some of them are coming out. And I don't want that to happen. Definitely don't want those to come out. All right. I'm putting that back in the sleeve so that we don't lose any of the needles. There we go. Got this adorable little set of pixie playing cards. They're little pixies. Playing cards. Can you see it? There's a whole deck of them here. Just something fun. These are vintage or antique St. Joseph's aspirin labels. I have about 20 of them here. I did pick up all of them that she had because I thought so cool. It's St. Joseph aspirin paper labels. I got 3 vintage goldenrod memo books. Love the graphic on here. They're just like a notebook, unused notebook. Like a ledger paper. I don't know. Legal pad. That's what I'm trying to say. And these are vintage. These are old. The goldenrod. I like the graphic with the butterfly and the bird on it. There's the butterfly down here. Those were cool. I got a ceramic Christmas tree in the box. It's probably from like the 70s or 80s. I don't know. It's a little ceramic Christmas tree. It's got its lights in there. It's got the little base with the light. It looks just like this. Hi, Mark. Looks just like that. But it's kind of cool. I've never seen it still in the box. Oh, we got that. And as I was walking out, this guy was like, "Are you buying that?" I was like, "Yeah, I bought it." Oh, I've been looking for one of those. I'm like, "Oh, you probably find one today." And he offered me money for it. He's like, "I'll pay you this much for it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think so." So I thought that was pretty funny. Gino's like, "You didn't sell it to him?" I'm like, "No." What if one of my viewers wants to buy it? Oh my gosh, my hair. I'm going upstairs to take a shower after this. I'm sunburned and sweaty. I bought this framed picture. He put it in a frame. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the detail on that. I thought it was lovely how it just really pops on that black behind it. So it's a vintage old picture of a wedding couple on a beautiful staircase from out of West Virginia is the photographer. All right. I don't even remember what I bought, guys. It's going to be a hodgepodge here. I got 3 peanut butter jars. Gino has to clean these for me. You know I buy peanut butter jars because I fill them up with either little stuff or buttons. So we got a Peter Pan one. We got a Jif and a Peter Pan Crunchy. So 3 fun peanut butter jars. Gino's going to clean those up and I'm going to fill them up with fun stuff. These I need to clean too. These are old like pop bottle caps. So you would put these on top of your soda. This is gas and oil here. This is Nay Oil Company, Miller Oil Company. I don't know if it's a local oil company. Oh, and there's a white one of those too. So red, white, and blue. That's kind of fun. But these are the ones that I really like. The bunny bread ones. And I have 3 different ones of these. After I bought them, the lady that put them out for sale, she goes, I didn't know what those were for. And I said, yeah, you put them on top of your bottle to keep it carbonated or whatever. And she goes, oh, did you buy them all? And I was like, yeah. Did you want some of them? No, no, no. They are really cool though. I was like, yeah, they are. You sure you don't want any? No, no, no. No, it's okay. I kind of felt like she was saying, yes, I would like them. And I would have shared some of the gas and oil ones, but I really like the bunny bread one. And then we went to this house. They were having a sale. Very interesting couple. They bought their house full of, it was full. They said, we don't even know what's in these totes. We're just putting stuff out. And I was like, okay, well, I am going to definitely buy some of your stuff. That's where I got some of the books. I've never seen an egg like this before. I don't know how it fits together, if it's supposed to fit together. It's fabric. It's a fabric Easter egg. I've never seen one of those like that. So here's the deal. She goes, we haven't put everything out yet. We're trying to move this stuff along. And I was like, oh, you have more? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, do you have any Christmas or holiday stuff? We don't know what's in the totes. And I was like, and I'm like, I feel like saying, I will give you $20 just to look through the totes. But I didn't. So we just bought what we could. But the husband, there was a tote sitting there that she hadn't put out. And I could see there was Easter stuff in there. And I was like, do you mind if I look through this? And he's like, no, go ahead. Hold on one second, guys. I put that cash register down and it's not on the table all the way. And I'm just noticing it. That wasn't very smart. Okay. That thing was about ready to fall off the table the way I had it sitting. Okay. So I noticed there was some Easter stuff in there. I spotted a little chick. And I said, oh, do you mind if I look through there? And he's like, go ahead. And I'm like, okay. They had one of the concrete flamingos in there that go out in your yard. I don't think it was concrete. It was definitely not plastic. It was made of some composition material with the old legs. And I picked it up and he goes, oh, we're going to keep that. And I was like, but in there, I did end up grabbing this. And I don't know anything about it. But I thought the pattern on it was pretty. Just a mesh little bag here. It definitely has some wear to it. But it's old. It's supposed to have that, right? So I picked this up. I thought it was really pretty. Like a chain mail. And also that's where I got that paper egg out of there, or the cloth egg was in there too. The chick was cute. I put it back because it had a chippy chip on it. But their prices were really good. I told Gina, I'm like, I just want to go there and be like, I will pay you just to look through those totes. Don't you hate it when it's just out of reach? Usually people will say, all right, you know, they were not. They were like, nope. I'm like, okay. I picked up some wooden spools. I always pick these up when I see them. People like to use them to craft with. So I grabbed a handful of those. I think I spent like $7 at her sale. This old sign, I'm going to be doing a or picture all to myself. I'm going to be doing a little collage wall with these old pictures. I like them. They had some medical type bottles. I thought this one had a cool graphic. It's milk glass with a metal lid, turbo, prompt, soothing, healing, turbo, not turbo, turbo. It'd be kind of cool for Halloween with the colors like that. And she had a cash register, typewriter, tin, an old Daniel's Dairy. There you go, Mark. This is a little tiny dairy milk bottle, little mini milk bottle. Saw one of these earlier in the sale. Did I buy that one too? I don't think I did, but they wanted a lot more for it, and she had hers for 50 cents. And I was like, okay, I can do 50 cents. And then these are matches. Gino needs to fold them back up, but these have old matches in them. I don't know. I spent $7 there. It was like $6.50, and I'm like, $7. How about $7? She's like, okay. Oh, awesome. Now, I know you don't like cottage cheese. You don't like cottage cheese, right? I think I remember you do not like cottage cheese, but they did have some cottage cheese caps. I picked up 6 of them just in case anybody was wanting a cottage cheese. They're paper with a metallic look on it. Cottage cheese cap. I picked up a bunny bread fold over button. He had a lot of smalls. I love smalls. Hi, Kim. Creamed maggots. Really? To be honest, I've never had cottage cheese. Well, I've had it when it was in like lasagna. You know how sometimes they put cottage cheese in that? I've had it in there, but I've never had cottage cheese by itself. Gross. This is a little noisemaker clicker. I liked the graphic on it, and it's quite old. And then I'm not sure what these are. I just grabbed them. Let's take a look and see what they are. They're coupons. Pioneer Merchants Club coupon cash coupon drawing every Saturday night. Right name on the back of the ticket. So they're old coupons. These are fun for your junk journals for sure. Now, I've seen people eat their cottage cheese with like pineapple or something, which is interesting. I do like pineapple, but does cottage cheese have like a taste? I'm all about texture. I'm really weird with texture. I was trying to eat a pickle the other night. I made a sandwich and some chips, and I thought, oh, we got pickles. And the skin of the pickle just like hit me wrong. And I was like, I can't eat this pickle anymore because of the skin. I have not looked up any prices yet, but you can shoot me an email, Lena, if you're interested in the purse, and we can come up with a price together. Just shoot me an email. Now, it does have some wear to it. It is missing, it looks like some strands right here, and I think there may be some, there's a little where it came apart up here, but it's a really beautiful piece, and it looks like it's pretty old too. So yeah, shoot me an email. We'll come up with a price together. Now I got this tote here of stuff. I don't remember what's in here. I buy weird stuff though, you guys. And I know what this is. I bought these because this took me back to childhood. We have an amusement park here called Cedar Point. And when I was younger, you could get these at the park with juice in them. I remember that. I remember getting these with juice. And Gino's like, you're buying those? Hell yeah, I am. I didn't really need the dinosaur one. It came with it. But these two for sure. Look at them. Watch out. Look at them. 1984. This one's 1984. So these are from the 80s. And look, Cedar Point amusement park. You would get these in the park and they would have fruit punch on them or whatever. You know, it was what you drank when you were at the amusement park. And then they had the little hippopotamus, which has a different cap on it. because I remember these ones. So I bought those purely for nostalgia. I think I'm forgetting a bag over. I am. I'll have to grab it. I got 2 of the Easter trays here. These are always fun. This was our first purchase of the day. We go to this lady every year we've gone. It's an older lady and her husband. We bought jarts from them one year. Forget what I got from her last year, but this was the only thing I bought from her this year. 2 little Easter trays. Oh, this one we paid up for. That was the one we paid up for. Take those tomorrow. This was the only thing I bought in the antique store, and I gave $2 for it. I've never seen this before, and it's quite old. It's a tree topper, aluminum tree topper with Santa on it. This would be adorable on your aluminum Christmas tree, which we do have one available if anybody's looking for one. We have an extra one. But isn't that so sweet? It's very delicate. So that's the only thing I picked up at that antique store when we took a wrong turn. Now, I'm going to show the stuff I paid up for in a second. Because some of these people did not deal. They were like, yeah, that's what it is. You can tell that they are like hardcore sellers because they didn't bat an eye. They're like, that's what it is. Take it or leave it, basically. You know? Now, my friend, let's pull this out. Oh, I forgot I got those. My friend collects Tupperware. I just broke something. My friend collects Tupperware, so I picked these up for her. I've never seen these before. So these are going to my friend Michelle, and then these 2 are going to my friend Michelle. She couldn't go today because she was babysitting. Gino wanted this potato chip can, so we got him a potato chip can. He has a collection of these upstairs, so he'll clean this all up, and this will go in his collection. Now, I have another peanut butter jar here. It just fell and broke something in my box, but it's okay. It's just the container broke on it, and I didn't really care about the container. But this is a Shed's peanut butter, so that we'll have some goodies put in it. This is what broke, and I'm going to have to be careful with it. But it's a jar full of the old tax tokens in there. So I'll get those out of there. We'll throw away this jar, and these tax tokens will sell in probably a little bag or something instead of this, because this is dangerous. I'll have Gino do that for me. Gigi Boomba Peepa, you come help me. I'll put that there. Gigi Boomba. We got a Dones. This is a really nice one, and it's bigger. It's a bigger one. An old Dones tin. I love the color of that. Have you ever seen that Tupperware before? I have never seen that. I thought it was pretty unique. This is another old bottle here. He's going to clean it up for me. I really liked the lid. It almost looks like a Red Cross type antique bottle. So he'll clean that up as much as he can. I love the color on this, and I've had this several times. The mint tin, the Bowers Mint, an old crusty. You have seen that Tupperware before? I've never seen the stackable whatever these are. So a cool Bauer Mint. Bauer Mints. These definitely need to be cleaned. These have salve in them, ointment. So 2 different ointment tins. I'll have Gino clean these up best as he can. And then another typewriter tin. I can't even remember. We've been out since 7 a.m. This poof is not wanting to stay. We got an Esquire glass jar. What is that? I thought it was a puff in there. It's a pig feed sack. It says hogwash on it. Well, okay. There you go. I thought it was like a little puffy in there, but I like the graphic on that, and I like the glass jar. Almost looks like it could be it for your vanity. It's a leather cream, so maybe you used it on your shoes or something back in the day. This I had to pick up. It doesn't have its little turny thing anymore, but it's an old Made in Japan tin frog. He's just weird enough. I don't know if you could turn this and he'll hop. But look at I couldn't leave him behind. I buy the weird stuff. Then, I mean, we were in, at one point this morning, the grass was all wet, and I had to walk through a field, and I had grass stuck to my feet, so I'm trying to wash my feet in a parking lot. And then later in the day, everything got really hot, and then I was wishing for wet grass at that point. It was miserable. I did pick up some ephemera from this sale. These are old cards, and there's different ones in there. There's an oil lamp, a cuckoo clock. They're postcards. Might just be those 2. I don't want to touch them because my hands are dirty from touching all this stuff. Those postcards, and then these really fun vintage greeting cards. So let me show you these. My screen froze, probably because I'm got stuff sitting on it. Some of these cards, and I paid up a bit for them, but I mean, look at this. And this is a baby card. Just heard you had a birthday. That one's cute. I love the detail on this one here. Almost has a satin look to it. Come what may, I'll keep this date. Birthday greetings. That looks very 1940s to me. Got the kitty cat inside. Super cute. We got the Get Well card here with the bunny. Look at birthday greetings. That one's cute. Somebody had this in their hand and they set it down, and when they set it down, I grabbed it. Because I liked that little elephant on that card. I'll buy it just for the one single card. This is puffy. And this one is a happy, lucky, jinx-free birthday, superstitious, auspicious. I don't know. He looks like a little elf. And then there's a vintage Christmas thing in there. So got that whole bag. I was spending today, you guys. I was throwing those 20s around. What else do we got here? Oh, I forgot about these. These are good, you guys. She gave me a good deal on these, I think. Probably still paid up. Paid up, but that's okay. These are advertising items for the most part. Did I miss Simone? Hi, Simone. And anyone else I miss? Hi, Lena. I saw you in here earlier, but I don't think I said hi. So hello. We got some special marking powder. Love the graphic on that. I almost bought an antique vacuum cleaner today. Gino talked me out of it. It had a really cool graphic on it. I'm all about the graphic, right? Ooh, this is a talc baby powder. It is awesome. Okay, it's metal. You got Humpty Dumpty. Uh-oh, he fell off the wall. And there he goes. It's still got some talcum powder in there. It's got the metal top. Really cool graphic on this. I couldn't leave it behind. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So isn't that amazing? I couldn't leave it behind. I did pay up for some of these items, but, and this is another one I couldn't leave behind. This one was pretty pricey. I love the graphic on it. Gino hasn't even seen these yet. This is an old talc tin. An old talc tin. And it's got the Oriole. It's called Oriole talc. It is double-sided, but this side is definitely the better side. It's got the black and the orange. And it's got Foley and Company Chicago at the bottom. It's pretty old. I love the graphic on it. The bird. I'm a sucker for birds on stuff. Animals in general on stuff. I'm going to buy it. Then the old drinking straws, you guys. Remember those? This one's a Mother Goose. We got Humpty Dumpty again. And look at, he fell and cracked himself. And she's like, didn't I tell you not to sit up on the wall? Here they're drinking milk together. They're happy. And here he's like, can you get me some aspirin to go? I thought it was funny. And then we have the Donald Duck straws. So vintage Walt Disney Productions here. The straws are so little. For home use. Sunshine straws. And then we have this one here. It's so cool. The Mother Goose. I have not seen this one before. Drinking straws. Those are fun. And then a couple more tins. I'm drawn to tins, man. They got a cool graphic on there. And I have not seen this one before. This is a lard tin. Parrot lard. Has anyone seen this? I think it's probably from the 70s. From what he was telling me, he thinks it's from the 70s. Cool graphic, though, of the parrot. And it's a lard shortening tin. But this, I couldn't leave behind. I paid up for it because it's very cool. And it's an old Tums tin. Have you ever seen one like this? It's $1.20. It's Tums for the tummy. A carminative antacid for acid indigestion and heartburn. It has its lid. Tums for the tummy. And it's a bigger size Tums container. Usually you would get them in the little. Gino hasn't even seen these yet because you know what? He was sitting in the air conditioning in the car. He made me go up to all the sales and he stayed in the car. And then I picked up a juggling thing. I don't even know what these were called. He only had one of them. I bought it the same place that got that crock right there. I'm getting into the primitive stuff. I really like it, but these are a cool primitive display, and usually you would put them in sets of 3 or, you know, to juggle, but I only found one today. but it's pretty awesome. You could also use this to enforce your husband instead of a baseball bat. It's a juggling. I mean, it's wood. So Gino, you will do this, or I'm gonna get this out. Okay. This is I was at a sale today, and the reason I say that is they had rolling pins, and they called them husband beaters. But this would work just fine. If you don't have a rolling pin, you use this juggle thing. And if you guys don't follow Ginger Chick Rehab, she has 2 different channels, Ginger Chick The Journey and Ginger Chick Rehab, or Ginger Chick Rehab The Journey. She has one where it's kind of like you know, decorating her house and doing like crafts and stuff. And then The Journey's kind of like her life. She goes to a lot of auctions near where I'm at, but she's the one that's got me all into this primitive stuff. And I know Dee watches her too, and Dee's into the primitive stuff now too because of that. But I'm finding myself being drawn to Crocs and weird stuff like this and old rolling pins. It's like, okay. You can like whatever you like, right? Yeah, the lard tin, it's in really good condition. I didn't open it or anything, but it's got a good graphic. Now, this last bag here, we paid up at the sale. This is the guy that had the pumpkin. And I really wanted the pumpkin, but it was $160. And he said, oh, yeah, people have been giving me offers on it all day. So I didn't even bother giving him an offer because it wasn't going to be close to $160. But Gino picked this out. This was the one thing that he insisted on getting today. So we bought it. He's like, have you ever seen one like that before? I said, no. Well, I think somebody would want that. And I'm like, you do? And he's like, yeah. So we bought it. It's an old shoe display. So it's an old shoe display. It's got the hook to put the buttons on and all the different types of buttons that you can put on your shoe. Shoe buttons. I don't know what they're called. But all the different types of them with the little tool to do it and a display. So it's a display piece from a long time ago, apparently. Gino, this was the one thing he picked out today. I picked out everything else because he was in the car sitting in the air conditioning, hence why I'm red and sweaty. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Now, I picked up these items. This book here is from 1913. And it is The Pussy Family at Home. 1913. The Pussy Family at Home. It's in very good condition. From early 1900s. Very good condition. All about the Pussy Family. The kitten's morning bath. So yes, it's a paper back book. But very cool. I did pay up for this quite a bit. And I loved the box on it. I loved the box. I know, right? So these are, there's supposed to be 8 books in here. There's only 7, okay? I am keeping this box. I love it. But the books will be for sale. The box is staying with me. I love the graphic on there. Unless I scan it and then, you know. So these are, I don't even know what year these are from. These are in beautiful condition. We got Ducky Doodle. Ducky Doodle. Hi, Maria. It would mark. And then we've got My Puppy Playmates. Look at him on the back. He's over it at this point. He's like, no. Beautiful graphics inside. These books are in amazing condition. And then we have my Piggy Wiggy book. And they're almost like a linen material. Look at him on the back. These graphics are amazing in here. These are cracking me up. Our baby bunnies. You'll like that one, Maria. Tiny teddies. Pups and pussies. And my personal favorite, my pert pussies. My pert pussies. I'm sorry, that is just... If I decide to keep them with the box, I'm going to have to scan the box because I like the graphics so much. But it's got all of them here. The bunnies, the pigs, the kitties, and the puppies. And they're Lynette books. So like a linen style book, right? Now I'm going to show you the rarest thing that you will see all day. This is the last item today. Last one today. And it's in this box here. Now the box is very cool in itself. Okay. You've got, it says congratulations. You've got the Cupid flying on the stork and all the little Cupids and the lily pads and the Cupids all around there. Very cool. Does anybody know what's in here? Nobody's going to guess it. I will tell you it's Marks Made. And the Marks I know of makes toys. 1915. May 7th, 1915, the copyright applied for. Can anybody guess what's in here before I open it? This is going to be the rarest thing that I show you. Nope, not a baby book. You're never going to guess. Because you wouldn't think it would be in a box. When I opened it, I was like a little confused. I'm like, And so then I read the thing and I'm like, okay, this does go in here. And it's brand new still in the box from 19. Nope, not a blankie. Getting closer though. Let me open it and show you. This gives it away. Marks Made. Every pair of Marks Made trousers guaranteed to give perfect satisfaction. They are children's trousers, short pant ones, still folded and pressed. Little trousers for the, look at the buttons. Hi, Bug. They are pressed short pants. Brand new, still in the box. Start over. So pressed little short pant trousers from the early 1900s, still in the amazing box. Marks Made. Aren't those adorable? This booth we did pay up for because he was, you know, he had a half off table there and stuff, but even half off the stuff was still pricey. So yeah, but I think we got some fun items today. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Verna. Well, you guys are going to have to watch back. I got a cash register drawer. We got all kinds of tins, peanut butter jars, advertising pieces. My old juice things from the 80s when we would go to the amusement park. Remember drinking out of these, your juice? I had to get those. All kinds of books. We've got a Christmas tree. We got Tupperware. A whole box of patterns. A whole box full. Vintage patterns. If anybody uses those for crafting, let me know. They're available. We got a Yogi the Bear, a juggling stick, some Crocs. This is what Gino picked out today, a vintage shoe display. Remember the sippers? You would get juice in them, like fruit punch or whatever, at the amusement parks. And remember the tops of them? Like that. This one is marked Cedar Point, which is an amusement park near where we are, from the 80s. I love them. Men's patterns? Good question. We can take a look through some of them. The Tupperware is going to my friend. I picked these up for her. They had like Tupperware for like 10 cents all the way up to $5. This was $5. Yeah, I paid $5 for the whole stack. They're in like brand new condition. I have never seen this stackable Tupperware like that. So these are going to her, and these little things are going to go to her. That was $1. Some of the prices today were really good, and some of them were, you just turn around and go back to the car. What else can you do? And I got a whole tray full of veggie and fruit labels. New old stock. New old stock labels for cans or for fruit crates. We've got, showing it to you upside down, peas and carrots and all kinds of stuff, super duper cheap. Let's take a look at some of these patterns and see. I already broke one thing. Good thing it was a jar I wasn't going to keep anyway. But let's take a look at some of these patterns. There's some fun ones in here. A lot of kids. You're looking for men patterns. These are all kids ones. I don't know if there's any men one here. Men's ones in here. But we can check. There's wedding dresses. That's a groovy dress. I mean, bell bottoms from the 70s. Here's one with little boys. They got bell bottoms on. I don't even know. So far, all kids. They had boxes of these. And I figured somebody maybe crafts with them. Oh, hi, Ramola. Let me see. Let me just peek in here real quick and see if I see any men in here. When I glanced at some of them, this is like a young man one. They have like bras and undie ones. I didn't know you could make your own bras and undies. How about these pantsuits? Bathing suits. Some of these are not in good condition. Wedding dresses. So far, no men. Probably in the other box she had there. She had 2 other boxes. Hold on, a few more to check. smocks. Tennis. That's a lady. I thought it was a man at first. It's not. It's a woman in a pantsuit. The only one even close would be this one. Okay, I'll leave that one out just in case you want it. But if anyone's looking for like patterns to craft with, so yeah, the whole box. Or however many you want. I just picked them up because Gina was a little surprised I was buying them, but I know people use them to craft with. Junk journal. Some of them are not in great condition, but you know, for the price that I paid, I wasn't expecting too much. Flares. Yes. So if you saw something that you were interested in, shoot me an email. We can come up with a price. Got some definite fun items. I don't know if everything will be available for sale. Some things. Yeah, Mark, not a problem. It's this one right here. Yeah. So tomorrow we're going back out. We're going to go north. Today we went south a couple hours. It was so hot today, and it's supposed to be even worse tomorrow. So it's going to be miserable. I packed a cooler of water, and at one point I'm like, I'm just done, because everything's out in the sun. Like, a lot of them don't have shade. So you're standing in a field. It's dirty. You're hot. You're irritated. You know, it's in full sun. It's like, oh my gosh. I know. I was looking for my fan because I was going to take a fan, and I think just to get like the air moving a bit, that would have helped. But a cooling towel would be good. You know what? I have the thing you put around your neck with the fan. I could do that. There was nobody out today. The guy said their busy day is Wednesday and Thursday. He said, if you come next year, come one of those days. So next year we're going on Thursday. But there were sales, so many sales. You couldn't go to them all. So we would drive by. If it was clothes or if there was kids stuff, we didn't even stop. We kept going. We looked for stuff where you could tell, okay, there's a Croc there. There's some old stuff there. We stopped. If there was no old stuff, we kept going because there was too many sales. You were never going to, and we only went a couple hours. It goes from Michigan to Alabama, the sale does. So it is, well, I'm sure yesterday it was a freaking blank show. Hi, April Fool. Selena, Ohio, from Cincinnati. I can't remember the name of the town. It was outside, it wasn't Palmer. People started closing up about 4 o'clock, which shocked me because we would have kept going. But when we were stopping off places, people were already packing up their trailers and like covering their stuff. And I'm like, it's 4 o'clock. You have, people out here that want to shop, still broad daylight out. So I thought that was a little weird that they closed up so early, because they could have gone till 7, 8, or 9, at 7 or 8 at night. But they were closing up early. So we went home from that point. But tomorrow we're going to go north. Generally, there's usually more sales in Ohio, so tomorrow might be a light day, plus it's Saturday, so who knows what will be left. So if anything, we'll get out there and, have fun, maybe have lunch somewhere. But we'll see. If I'm able to find some cool stuff, I'll try to hop on tomorrow and show you what I got. It's 8:30 right now, which isn't too bad. We left at 7 this morning. It was hot, huh, April? I was dying. But we stopped off at a McDonald's. I got me a filet of fish sandwich and a drink, and I was like, oh, and I went pee, and I was like, okay, I can do this. Like restart, regenerated me, and I'm like, let's go. It It was, our car said it was in the 90s. Full on. And it was supposed to be, from my phone, said that it was going to be cloudy today. Gino wore jeans and freaking closed-toe shoes. I was like, he had to be dying. But he stayed in the car a lot. I pretty much went by myself a lot. Yep. I don't know why they don't do the yard sale earlier in the year when it's a little bit cooler. It must be because of the rain, because we do get a lot of rain, but the heat really gets you. So I got to figure out, maybe take that fan thing with me tomorrow. But I'm going to go upstairs. I'm taking me a shower, putting my feet up, and I'm probably going to go to bed super early because it really takes it out of you being out in the sun. So I hope you all have a good weekend. Ignore how I look. I'm looking pretty rough right now. My makeup was gone in like the first hour. So hopefully we find some good deals tomorrow. Shoot me an email if there was something that you saw that you're interested in. Mark, I have this set aside for you already. So we'll get that. All right, Bug, just let me know. And I'll see you all next time. Maybe tomorrow we'll see how it goes. I might hop on and show you what I got. But be sure to watch back because I did go through everything that we found. So thank you for watching, everyone, joining me here. I do appreciate it. We'll be back with a sale this Thursday. I don't know what we're going to be selling yet, but it'll be some fun items for sure. Have a good night. Take care. I'm not going to kiss my fingers because they're dirty, but we'll pretend. And have a good night. Bye, everyone.